how does Clearview work?
Well, quite simply, Clearview is basically a search engine for faces. So anyone in law enforcement can upload a face to the system, and it finds any other publicly available material that matches that particular face.
Can you just tell us how did you build this? How long did it take? How many people were involved? Is this a hard thing to build?
Yeah, it is quite a hard thing to build. So we spent, about 2 years really perfecting the technology and the accuracy and the raw facial recognition technology. So, we have to search out of billions and billions of photos and still provide an accurate match and not have any false positives. So that was the first initial technical breakthrough. And then the second part of it was, what's the best application of this technology? And we found that law enforcement was such a great use case to help solve crimes.
So how many law enforcement agencies, intelligence agencies are using this tool at the moment?
Yeah, it's over 600 now, and the response has been fantastic.
Are they all 600 paying customers?
No, not all of them are paying. What we do is we give a police agency or a federal agency a free trial, maybe 30 to 60 days. And during their usage, these investigators solve a lot of cases.
We spoke to the Attorney General in New Jersey yesterday, and we're talking a little bit about a successful use case of Clearview to involve in a case of an arrest of a suspected child predator. Can you talk us a little through how the technology was used in that case?
Great. So I can talk about how it's used in general for finding child predators. So there was a person sending selfies to a 12-year-old girl online, but it was an undercover cop. And with Clearview, they were able to find his real identity. With previous systems, they could, run their face through their existing facial rec, but they wouldn't find anything, mainly because of some inaccuracies, but also it's not a large data set. You only have people who've been arrested before. And these child predators, they're totally different people. They come from all walks of life. And so with our tool, they were able to match him to an online profile. He was a tax accountant. This is the very first case we ever helped with. And 6 days later, they were arrested.
What makes Clearview different to other facial recognition technology?
Yeah, it's a great question. So typically, there's been older technology that hasn't been as accurate, and they work on small data sets. So it might be your local police department mugshots. So it won't be across state lines. What Clearview has enabled them to do is, someone may have been arrested in Florida, but go to a different state and start committing crimes. So we have a lot of mugshots from the open internet, and then news sites, and then professional websites, and all kinds of information that's out there. So the vastness of the information is what makes it, the next generation of facial recognition.
What are the limitations of your technology?
We really think, and we can give you the demonstration, that we've, really broken the sound barrier for facial recognition. So it's gotten to a point where we think it's better than the human eye, and it works on different poses, different angles, all kinds of stuff like that. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but we're very excited to get to that level. We have billions and billions of photos, and it's still very rare for a false positive to come up. And on top of that, when an investigator uses it to get a lead on a case, they don't just make an arrest. That's one of the misconceptions that's out there. They have to verify extra information. Was that person at the same location? Do they have this matching tattoo? Or is the hair the same? All those kind of things before they proceed with their case. So this is what a typical investigator would use on their laptop or desktop. It also comes with the mobile version.
So this is the actual
thing. Very simple,
If you're a police officer, this is what you're seeing when you sign up to Clearview.
Yes, and what you would do is you'd find a photo from surveillance camera footage or from a screenshot or from wherever. And so if you don't mind, can I run your photo? Or I can do my own first.
Let's go with you first. Let's see. I'm sure you've run your face through this before.
It's true. And then as you can see, these are the links to the different photos online here.
So this is the photo you uploaded?
Yes.
And here's the photo you uploaded,
yes,
correct?
Correct. But these are the other ones. There's some duplicates here, of course.
Now, where is it pulling these images from?
So these are all from different websites online, Medium,
Instagram.
These are all, publicly available.
What is it precisely doing? It's taking the distance between your eyes and your nose and your mouth. How does it work?
Basically, it's similar to that, but we've trained this algorithm with a neural network on millions and millions of examples. That way, it works with different poses, different lighting, different angles, with a beard, without a beard. And the mobile app, I can show you can cover your face a little bit, and it still comes up.
And this search took a millisecond, basically, a few minutes.
Yeah.
So you uploaded your photo.
Mm-hmm.
It scanned through 3 billion images.
Yes.
And only took less than a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do me. What should I know before it goes into the system? Have you tried my face through this already?
I think I have, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So
You've done some research.
Not really. I just seeing if it works. So that's the photo of you.
So this is a photo of me from CNN.com. Okay. So.
There, do you know that one?
So the first few, let's go through this. So here's the photo you uploaded of me.
Mm-hmm.
A headshot from CNN.
Mm-hmm.
So first few images it's found a few different versions of that same picture.
Mm-hmm.
It has found this one from a different angle, which is...
Yeah, so the most similar photos come up first.
Okay.
It's all based on similarity.
But now as we scroll down, we're starting to see pictures of me that are not from that original image. So this is...
So unlike like a reverse image search, this does different angles and variations.
And even black and white.
Exactly.
Here's one of me in glasses. Even though the image of me you've uploaded, I'm not wearing glasses. This found me with glasses. Terrible photo of me here. Very good. This is, oh wow. This is from Medium, Vkontakte, which is a Russian social media website, which I do have a profile on, unfortunately. LinkedIn, GitHub, Twitter, YouTube. YouTube photo's terrible. Oh, go to, wow. Oh my God.
Is that you?
That photo is me.
Doesn't look like you. That's when you were younger?
Wow.
So it works, right?
Can you click into...
Sure.
So I don't really look anything like that right now.
So you can compare the photos if, you want to have
So this photograph is from my local newspaper where I lived in Ireland. And this photo would have been taken when I was like 16.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's how powerful the tool is. And, we've had cases talking about how it works on ages where people have run wanted, the most wanted photos and been able to get leads. So it's pretty...
Yeah, so, I mean, like, take a look at these two images side by side. The one of me on the right is from CNN where I have a beard, I put out some weight, and then on the left is me from more than a decade ago, something like 15 years ago, I guess. I look very different. I mean, the shape of my face is very different, but this AI technology is looking at what it's looking at.
The unique features. So what it does is, technically, you have maybe 10,000 examples of some person when they're, say, George Clooney, when he's older, when he's younger, with a beard, without a beard, different angles, with shadow, without shadow. The computer learns that's the same person. And so it learns to ignore things a little bit like the beard and focus on the features that stay the same across, different age and everything. So, we're amazed. It's a miracle this thing works. We spent so much time on it, and the results have been amazing for law enforcement in these use cases of helping solve some of the hardest crimes. So the one other case that is just fascinating is there was a predator in the background of a child pornography video, and he was only there for 2 or 3 frames. They were able to take his face, and they couldn't solve this case for 6 or 8 months, something like that. They took his face, they could run it. They found him working at a gym in the background of someone else's gym selfie in the mirror.
Let's just take a second to realize how crazy that is. They took 3 frames from the background of one video and found the guy in a mirrored reflection from somebody's picture of them at the gym.
Using Clearview.
Using Clearview. And then
where was this? Can you tell us which?
It's in the Vegas area, I believe. And I don't want to comment too much on these cases, but they were able to get that lead, go down to the gym and ask the person who worked there, who is this person? And eventually they could apprehend him, and they saved a 7-year-old girl. So it's a very powerful thing, and used responsibly because it's so powerful. It can have so much benefits in the world.
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, the photo of me from when I was a kid is from a small local newspaper in Ireland. So you guys have really trawled the web here, if you're getting...
Yeah, most of our photos are from the open web. We have millions and millions of different websites.
So you can do all this on a phone as well?
Sure, yeah. So if you want to do another fun test.
We are going to take a selfie of me
Mm-hmm.
and run it through the system.
So why don't you go there,
So
take a
here
look,
I am.
and press the button like the camera done.
Oh, it's searching face already? Oh my god, whoa. So,
You can scroll through.
So again, pulling up photos of me.
So you have a
and
different lighting here.
It's so again, in a matter of seconds, just taking a selfie of me. What if I cover my face?
Yes, you
Like
can
if I
try
cover part of my face.
covering your mouth. Try covering your mouth, and then I'll press the button for you. So less results will come up, but most likely it will be the same.
Side note, conspiracy theory alert. What if this is why everybody had to wear masks? Is so they could perfect this software and stuff to find people even if half of their face is covered.
One of the same links, yeah. So 17
Oh
results
my
that
God.
time, not 31, but.
Now, why is it that if my face is partially covered, it's still finding it?
Because a lot of the features related to the uniqueness of your face is still there, whereby it still learns. So the way it's, unlike the older facial recognition, which is trying to measure exact distances, this is finding the things that stay the same throughout your face. So it's pretty important.
And I see you also have a feature there where you can alert someone if their face shows up.
Yeah, so if you're an investigator, we're still adding millions of photos every day, and you might not have a lead, but it will send you an email if you're an investigator saying, hey, there's another possible match for your case. So what happens is there's thousands of crimes that haven't been solved, wanted photos, things like that, and we're really helping law enforcement crack these cases.
Oh, Risha,
Sure.
you ready?
Sure.
Can we cut this
Sure.
if it doesn't work?
No, let's give it a
This should
go.
work. Yeah, let's do it. Do you have much social media?
You're out there. But
I'm out there.
Let's see. Never had a demo fail. Let's see.
You've never had a demo fail?
So far.
Oh, God. So I have a question for you.
Where are these coming from first?
Wait, this is Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm private on Instagram.
Let's see.
Oh, that's someone else's Instagram.
So yeah, it's
But
only
wait, go
publicly
back.
available.
This one right here. Yeah, I'm
That's
private.
that's
on
Twitter
this.
though. That's a Twitter photo.
Oh, someone tweeted it out. I'm pretty private.
Wow.
But that's mine too.
You were public for a while.
I was public at one point, and then I went private.
So those can.
So if I go public,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my Instagram too, and I'm private now, but I was public at one point. Wow.
So what's also interesting is your system was able to pull up some faces later on that it says these are similar but not the same person.
Yes.
It pulled up no person that just looks like me. What I'm saying is in the results there were no false positives.
Anything that's put out there in the public world is available too. It's what you use it for. We're not just making technology for its own sake. There has to be a vision, a purpose, and a reason for this to exist. And the reason and the purpose we found is to really help law enforcement solve crime. So in this context, it's very powerful, and we haven't had anyone wrongfully arrested from facial recognition using our tool, or even wrongfully detained. So we think, in practice, it's been so great. Google, crawls the internet, collects all these web pages, and you search it with keyword terms. We're the same thing. We take all this information on public web pages, but search it with the face.
But you're a bit different in that, as you saw with Risha here, once somebody makes an account private, that gets delisted from Google, but not in your system. It stays.
Google always has a cache or something.
Downloading it in the way you are. Yours are staying indefinitely until somebody asks to remove it.
Yeah, what we have is a really powerful tool for law enforcement. So they need all the leads they can get to help solve crimes.